Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how to go around this particular error, and I'm also going to tell you why you are probably getting it. Okay, so in MiniTool Partition Wizard I'm using this option, Migrate OS to SSD HD, but I already put the SSD inside the laptop and my old hard drive is connected via a USB to SATA adapter. And this little program, MiniTool Partition Wizard, let me show you, is seeing the hard drive inside my laptop as the source disk, because it's an SATA and my old drive is seen as an USB. This thing is actually asking me to select destination disk, which is this one, but it's already source disk. So let me try to get back. Okay, let's go with variant B. Maybe this one actually allows us to make a bit more changes to what is destination and what is source. So destination disk is this one. No, it's source disk. So this thing from default, it takes as source disk the one that it sees directly into your laptop connected to SATA, and it allows you to select as destination only one of the external thingies, in which case this thing onto which I have MiniTool Partition Wizard and my old hard drive. So let's give it a cancel and I don't know, try it once again. So hit this thing, but no, it will be exactly the same. Let's go on to this one, destination disk. No, it's source disk. So we cannot use that thingy. Let's see what other options. Copy disk, that sounds. Copy partition, copy disk wizard. Let's see. A copy of a hard disk. Okay, good enough for us. Disk that we want to copy, this one, we want to copy it. Let's see. I hope it will allow me to not copy this particular partition because I don't want it. It's way too big for the drive I'm copying to. Next. Target disk. Up until now we are good. It's too small. That's what she said. What? Cancel. Let's see with copy partition wizard. So we want this thingy, but we want a few partitions actually from this thingy, not only one of them. Let me see if it works with shift to select more. No. No. So this again is not a good solution. But what if I remain at no, source device must be a partition. But I don't want a single partition, I want a few partitions. Let's see other options. Surface, partition disk, data recovery. No, let's go back to copy disk. Actually, let me show you better. Maybe you cannot see that thing in there that I clicked on. Copy disk. So it's this disk. If I right click on this, will it allow me to not copy it? No, it doesn't allow me to do anything on it. Let's go to next. No, target disk. What the? Okay, this is source disk. Okay, so I think we found a limit of MiniTool Partition Wizard. It does not allow you to change source disk. Let's see if I go direct. Okay, wait a minute. So it's not a problem of the software, it's a problem of the user. User being me. More on me. So, yeah, when you select a particular disk and you click on this, it will directly take it as source. But let's select this one. Yep. And migrate this one to another one. Okay. Let's go to next. Destination disk. Okay, next. Again, why is it source disk? I don't get it. Why is it source disk? This just does not make sense. Because I just selected another one to start from. MiniTool, you need to figure out this. You actually really need to. This is a limiting factor that I don't like in this little software. Target disk. Yes, and obviously they are too small, which kind of makes sense, so I'm not blaming anybody for that. But why don't you allow me to make modifications to the partitions while I am actually copying them, like selecting which one of them I want to be copied and which ones I don't want to be copied. Yeah, I must think about it with a little, tinker with it for a little bit. Okay, let me try something else. Let's copy the partitions one by one. So I selected this partition, as you can see, that I want to copy onto disk one. Copy partition wizard. Yeah, and baby in the background. You will understand that when you have children. To continue, click next. Yes, click next. Okay, so it doesn't care what I select in there. It needs me to select it in here. And why can I not select more than one? Control, click. No, so it's partition, one partition. Copy single partition wizard. Okay, maybe my use scenario that I'm trying to do now, it's a bit weird. Next, and let's see, onto this thingy. Onto this thingy. Okay then. And next. Partition size remains the same, but why do you want it to be logical if it's primary on the other drive? Don't want that. Okay-ish. So let's give it an apply and see what we get. Yes. And in theory, we should have now a partition on. Yep. System reserved was copied. So now let me copy this other partition. We are copying partitions one by one. I wonder if that drive will actually be bootable when I finish with this. So the partition that we want to copy is this one. Let's get next and copy it in here, which is the free space from the SSD, and hit next. I could potentially change the partition size at this point to make sure I'm using the whole space, but I could resize the partition any moment now by coming back into this software. So I'm not going to do the resize now. I'm just going to click finish and apply and wait for the partition to be copied and get back to you. Apply changes, yes. And wait at this point. Okay, so it seems it actually finished. Let's see, do we have two partitions on our SSD? And we do, and it's BitLocker protected. but it shows it as logical and it normally was primary. So I wasn't really careful about that. We need to convert it, set it as primary. Voila. And apply. There's apply. Yes. Everything should be good now. Yep, and it's primary. And now we have the last one that I want to actually copy. Copy partition wizard, yes. Next, and it will ask me for the partition once again because it doesn't care what I select first. Hit next, and I want it here, which means here actually. So hit next, and yeah, I want to put it primary so I don't need to convert it afterwards. And with resize, no, this one is my bad. I left the first one to be resized, so it was made a bit bigger. This one was made a bit bigger, and this one will be again made a bit bigger, which is actually not bad. But you could uncheck this and it will directly copy them with that, making them a bit bigger. But for me, no problem. So, yep, apply, yes, and it should actually happen fairly quickly because this is a small partition. And voila. And at this point, let's reboot this thing and see if it actually boots from the SSD in here, which now has these partitions that are required to run Windows 10. But I'm not sure if it's actually made bootable in the way that I copied them one by one. So that will be seen in a moment. Quit the program, yes. Shut down, yes. And everything just went off. Remove, or actually unplug only the old Windows hard drive. I'm letting it disconnected in here, just so you know. Remove MiniTool boot disk and hope for the best. Yep, as expected. Not working like this. Because I'm lazy, I could actually put in a Windows 10 bootable drive, a Windows 10 install drive, boot from it, and try to repair it from that bootable drive, and it might actually be able to repair the boot record. Not sure if it will work, but I'm lazy and I don't wanna try other methods that might take a bit more time. Okay, so finally we can see the Windows 10 drive in there. This laptop is a bit weird with recognizing this particular drive, but if you insist, it does recognize it at a point. So let's boot from it and try to repair the master boot record on this and make the thing bootable again. And yeah, obviously forgot to add, I will link a video in the description that shows you how to create a bootable drive, and you need another working PC to create it. Obviously you cannot do it on your non-working PC. So yes, for these things doesn't really matter. Let it in English, next, and hit repair your computer. That's what we want. Reset your PC or see advanced options. Startup repair. And yes, for me, I have a BitLocker on the hard drive in this thing, so SSD actually in this thing, so I need to enter that and be back in a second. Okay, so enter the code and just hit enter. And it couldn't repair it. Why can you not repair it? Troubleshoot. System restore, image recovery, no. Okay, let's see with this. Be back in a second. Okay, hopefully it will work with this and we don't get the same problem once again. And in theory, it worked. Maybe, hopefully. So let's close this thingy and turn off your PC. And now power it on once again. And hope for the best we don't get that message once again. Nope, so that wasn't really working. Booting again from that drive and be back to you when we are again in that Windows. Okay, we are back at this step and let's see if we are lucky and it works this time. Ooh, I need to input this thing once again. Be back in a second. Okay, let's try another variant. This one, if you are dual booting more than one OS, could cause a bit of issues for you. I'm not, just a Windows 10, but yeah, not really sure if this will also work, because I realized that all my problems probably are caused by the fact that I tried to clone a Windows 10 BitLocker encrypted system partition. So yeah, hopefully you are luckier than I am and you don't have such big problems. So okay-ish. That was not supposed to happen. Yeah, let's see what other options we have, but something is telling me that I need to decrypt my my system drive, then clone it and then re-encrypt it. And baby crying in the background because yeah, you need something to make you more able to concentrate, obviously. So this is what I was trying, a new boot sector, but it seems it just doesn't want to, because of again the fact that I did something that you are not really supposed to do. It's better to clone unencrypted drives, obviously. If you have an encrypted one, decrypt it, clone it, and then re-encrypt it. I tried to skip a step and it seems it's actually biting me in the behind. I will try these two one by one and see if it helps anything. Not sure, but let's see. Let's hit it. And now I wait. Okay, so it seems it found one, and in theory it will only show it to you if it's not in the boot configuration store. So if I rebuild boot the configuration, should it hopefully work? If I could actually see BCD, okay. And again, successfully. Yes, add it to the installation boot list. Element not found. Yep. So tried all options, nothing works. Oh well. What can I say? I'm going to decrypt that drive and clone it again, but I hope this video helps you and your problem again is way less complicated and one of these options actually makes your system bootable once again. Because in all normal situations it should. But I managed to create an abnormal situation. I'm once again here with MiniTool Partition Wizard, booted from that drive right there, and I realized that I don't actually have any active partitions on this thing. So right click, set active on the system reserved partition and apply it. Apply changes, yes. Okay. And where are my drives? Should populate any minute now. I hope. Because here we had on the original drive this as active, and now we have this as active. So let's give this thing a reboot and see if this fixed our issue or not. Okay, I think I can fix this now. I'm going to boot from this Windows 10 bootable drive and try to fix it. Now it might be able to fix it because it's only not seeing my C drive now, but it is trying to boot. So let's shut it off and boot from this. I'm running this just to show you the options, and these are the options. Sometimes in this order they will fix the problem, fix master boot record, fix boot, but at least that one I already tried it and it didn't help. This one I tried it before and it didn't work, but I did some other modifications, so maybe it will work now. So let's see. Let's type this thing again and fix boot. Access is denied. Okay. Let's try it with rebuild BCD. Add this to boot list. Yes. Okay. Now let's see. Do we need to do anything else at this moment? Not really sure. Let's see if we can now run fix boot. No, still cannot run it. Fix master boot record in this case. Okay. And if I scan OS, it should not really give me anything. I think. Yep, 0 installations, because all of them that are already existing is this one, which we already added to the boot list. So are we brave enough to hope this actually worked? I don't know, but unplug this, don't throw anything on the ground, and hope for the best. Maybe. This worked. If I actually... Oh no, numlock was not... My bad, numlock was not pressed. I need to enter my password. Will we see? And it's working. So yeah, I'm going to show you the keyboard now, because I have a lot of stuff on the background that I don't want, but it's loading, that I don't want to show. But yeah, for me, still loading, so everything is perfect. For me, this thing has worked and I have access to Windows 10, which is perfect. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, you've heard it. Loaded. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've not really enjoyed this video because it was painful probably for you, but at least I hope it helps you. In which case, please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.